This is a great honor for me, of course, to be, as I am, as most of us are, in the presence of heroes in this room. We are here amongst these heroes to celebrate the extraordinary success of this man here, his triumph over adversity. But we're also here to celebrate, even more generally, the triumph really of the human spirit over dictatorships. We have people who understand the link between what Fang Zheng has done and stands for and what they are for.
A person of Fang Zheng's innate goodness, his courage, his tenacity, his kindness, and vision reminds us that respect for human rights is paramount in our relationship with China, and it cannot be put at the back of the bus while we work on debt or some other issues that seem to be more pressing. Fang embodies the pro-democracy spirit of Tiananmen Square. Not only did he pay for his advocacy and his respect and devotion to human rights with the loss of his legs, he would not be part of the cover-up when the Chinese dictatorship wanted him to go along with that it happened with a regular accident.
20 years ago, we and Fang Zheng were all together at Tiananmen Square. And when the tanks were rolling in, Feng Zheng finally made the final call saying, "Let's peaceful withdraw from Tiananmen." And I was leading the troops in the front, my student troops, and Fang Zheng was walking at the end. So a few months ago, when Fang Zheng was finally able to came to America and came to Boston, when I saw him, and then tears were just pouring out of my face because I look at him, and I look at him, and he could be me. We're all together. And so I'm just so glad now he's with us. Not only he's able to recover and from his trauma, he also is having the freedom. He's having his normalcy back to him again.
In the past 20 years, in spirit, Fang Zheng has been standing even though without legs. But today, Fang Zheng stand up. It's my sincere hope that we Chinese people will stand up with Fang Zheng. This is also a great moment of celebration of American generosity. This country is a great country, my adopted country. Without help of American people, I might be languishing in prison this moment. So I thank you very much. This is a great country. It's a people. It's a great people. But it takes a lot of heroes to make today's event possible. Dr. Xin is the medical director of Amputee Coalition of America. He was the one who examined Fang and the first one to declare him fit. And he led the effort 24/7 physical therapy. Dr. Xin, it's my great honor to present this award to you.
I represent all the therapists today that worked with this gentleman, all the nurses that were there with him, and everybody else that came in to cheer him on. And that is truly an honor. He personifies what I believe our forefathers meant by that unalienable right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
And the heroes behind this thing, Michael Corcoran and Mark Vicker, they are real heroes for power Fang Zheng to stand up.
You know, it's a pleasure. His drive to walk again made it easier for me to make the legs.
Actually, and my family is the recipients of this enormous generosity of the American people. In 1996, when my wife and I were in prison for being accused of illegal evangelism by holding a house church, study and underground Bible school. And one of the most intriguing questions, hearing all the noises from all the prisoners in your cell, and watching the beating, bloody, these events every day in the prison cell, is the moment of loneliness, the moment of isolation, and you feel, are there any people really caring about you? Chinese people, if you're watching, that you are not forgotten. I want to call on David Miguel, who is the Vice President of Legal Affairs, who himself is the amputee for 13 years from Ulster Corporation, to receive this award, and we thank you.
The motto at Ulster, our motto, is life without limitations. And I can't think of a person who better embodies that than Fang Zheng. His story serves as a reminder for the nearly 2 million people in the United States and the many millions more in China and around the world who live with limb loss every day, that amputation, loss of a limb, is not the end of your life. And it's not the closing of a door. It is a singular and unique opportunity to define who you are and to redefine in the eyes of others what's possible.
Two more honors. First, I want to thank the Hudson Institute, where I work, for allowing me and colleagues like mine to lead the extraordinary lives we lead. Secondly, I've got an award, and this award will give a sense of who Fang Zheng is. When the Olympics approached, the Chinese, who had really tried to keep Fang Zheng in exile, came to him and rather clearly said, as Chris made clear, don't come to Beijing and rain on our parade. Don't come to the Olympics. Fang Zheng said, how about my passport? They said, well, just don't come to Beijing and we'll consider it. The Olympics ended, and he then called up and he said, well, we talked about my passport. What about the passport? Oh, we're considering it. We'll get back to you. A little bit of time passed, and one day at 11 o'clock, a reporter, a German reporter, Fang Zheng told me, called him up and said, Fang Zheng, we'd like to do an interview with you. Tell us how you're doing, how the regime is treating you. What's happening? Yes, he agreed to the interview. This was at 11. At 12 o'clock, Fang Zheng got a call from the Security Bureau saying, by the way, your passport is ready. This award is presented in absentia to the Chinese Security Service, to the young man who bugged his phone, in the certain knowledge that he will know democracy.
He was so thankful to all the organizations who had helped him to rehabilitate, to get the prosthetic legs and all that. And in addition, he wanted to mention two very important organizations, too, with humanitarian in China and China Aid, who humanitarian China was able to help him get out from China, and China Aid was able to help him get connected with Michael and the rest of all of you. So he was very grateful for all that. Appreciates the greenness and the goodness of America. Without your help, he would not be able to not only stand here, let alone talk about dancing. He really appreciate you all come over to share this wonderful, special moment with him.
I will continue my efforts to fight for democracy in China. I will not forget those who are still suffering like I suffered in China.